Says I'm still in there. Ha! That's hilarious.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Overwatch All-Star Brawl number 7. This is match number 5 of the main bracket. We have BearClaw Gaming versus Hot Streak. I'm here with the birthday boy himself, Chef Billy. How are you doing, my man?
44 meta has started today, and I am, celebrating my birthday with a cast here with the OASB number 7. Looking at BearClaw Gaming and Hot Streak, I'm seeing quite a few familiar names here from my guys. Faded, Frosted, Infected, the Wunderkind that played for Susanoo and Uprising Academy, and a lot of other teams here in the past round of trials that happened during the summer. We saw this young main tank really get their act together and start climbing through the game and getting a lot of value. And I got to know this young man a little bit. But still, I'm very happy to see a lot of people in here that I know. Zira in here as well. Abs, also a fantastic support player, formerly of the NA Avoided squad. So, looking at a lot of these people here, it's going to be anybody's game here. It's going to be who's going to be able to establish their maintain game, and if the DPS can actually frag out right now. So, there's a little bit of disparaging between the SRs right now. We're looking low, or high masters, low GM, some higher than that. Infected is up there in the 4,500 range. So we'll see who's going to establish dominance out here first. But first map out of the gate is going to be Lejong. And I tell you what, 3 different metas here, Joker. This could be really telling of how we're going to go through this. And if you want to take us through how this is going to break down, let us know how we can do that.
Well, so we're going to start out here on the control center. Then we're going to head over to a couple of other maps. We're going to be starting out going to the then we're going to head to Escort there with Rialto and Watchpoint Gibraltar. Then we're going to take a little trip to Assault. Not everyone's favorite map type, but we're going to go there nonetheless. Hanamura, Temple of Anubis, and Volskaya. They're going to finish it off with Hybrid, which is going to be Eichenwald, Kings Row, and Blizzard World. And a big thing with the Overwatch All-Star Brawl, they have a map system where the winner of the previous map can ban one of the maps in the pool. That's a huge thing, especially with a lot of teams specifically liking specific maps to go into their they've already practiced these maps. They've liked these certain maps. And I'm looking at the hybrid map, specifically Kings Row, probably going to be banned.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think Eichenwald will get banned if I really got my dithers about me, or Blizzard World, because both these teams both have a really solid Reinhardt player. They both also have a really good Wrecking Ball player. So, you want to take Blizzard World out of the... I think you would want to take Blizzard World out of there. Let them, fight it out in either England or in Germany. I'm just really interested to see how they're going to use that strategy to their advantage, and I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams really smack each other around. I'm ready for some tier 3 action. Haven't been around in the scene for a couple of weeks now since the end of Contenders Trial, so good to see some familiar faces back in here once again.
Yeah, and it's going to be should be a very good match as we're loading into Lejong. We're starting out here on Night Market, Billy, and you've got to expect a Symmetra coming out from one of these two teams.
There's 2 ways that you can run this, right? You can run the Symmetra strat, get yourself on point, establish dominance, running with a Tracer, perhaps, or maybe running a far outside. You could also do the same thing, but also run in with the Doomfist, and that's what I'm really looking forward towards here is, are they going to be able to run with a high caliber of damage in your face, or are they going to want to, lean in favor of that poke damage coming outside from a Pharah?
Well, right now we're seeing Bedtime Story hovering the Symmetra. Both teams now hovering that Symmetra, but Zira opting for the Widowmaker, but now there he goes. The Doomfist is being swapped over there. Like you said, we're going to be seeing how these teams get on. One team opting for that Reinhardt, another team opting for the Wrecking Ball right now.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was expecting is, you want to see the point establishment, you want to have the shielding there, you want to have the damage mitigation, and, Frosted on this D.Va right now is going to provide all the damage mitigation that they really need.
And they're just kind of postering out here. Nothing's really going on yet. They're still waiting to take positioning. As it's going to be really difficult with the side of BearClaw Gaming already having this point control with this Reinhardt. We can say they're going to roll through there as Faded trying to get people out of the point, but it's BearClaw Gaming already taking this point control down and looking good for the time being. But Alex does take out Clear in that mech. That's massive. So much damage mitigation gone for the side of BearClaw Gaming for the time being. But still, they've got these people on point, but it's going to be... Oh, I thought Zero was going to go down there, but it's going to be bedtime story. Going to be the first person dropped in this fight. Alex tries to turn it back with a pick onto Clear, but it's going to be BearClaw Gaming holding this dominant after getting that point control.
Oh my word! And Infected was on 4 health, Joshua. So I mean, that's a pretty stout hold there from the young maintain Claire here for them. But Hot Streak, I mean, they're looking to come back in with a vengeance. Faded and Frosted, they need to get themselves together. They need to get back in onto this point and really start pushing this progress. And here you go. They're getting it all together, but the Matrix does come out.
Yeah, Ant Matrix is out as that's going to be big, but Bun goes down in the back line thanks to Faded. There comes the Minefield out as well with the duplication of the Doomfist. Not going to be really what they wanted there, getting quickly taken down out of it as it's still looking good. Both teams are even, just as I say that. Faded getting 2, 1 with a Minefield and a melee kill as well. Another melee kill coming in from Faded on the Wrecking Ball. That's going to be the point flipped into favor of Hot Streak now.
Yeah, that's a great take there from Hot Streak, and they absolutely cleaned up on it. And the best thing about it is that Abs did not have to use their Transcendence, so they're going to be able to withstand a lot of damage coming in. Shatter coming up for Infected. I'm looking for them to try and aggress with that. You can also split off the team with the Photon Barrier coming out of Bun. That's really going to be the initiator, I believe. We'll just see how they path this.
Yeah, we'll have to see indeed. They're trying to take this longer approach to the point, trying to get as least amount of damage. There comes the Shatter out, takes down both of the tanks. They need to take out Faded, but no, he gets away before the damage can be done to him. Clear and Bun do trade it out there. Oh, sorry, no, Clear only gets the Bob, so it's only Frosted who trades out there for the side of Hot Streak. So it's still looking good for the squad. They need to hold on for the time being, wait for that, wait for the respawn to come back.
Well, it's gonna be a battle of the self-destructs here, and you've got the Immortality Barrier on one side.
Oh my goodness! Massive ultimate coming out from Frosted. They're gonna be winning them that fight immediately. Faded gonna take down Make Me as well to finish this off, as the rest of BearClaw Gaming have to go back to spawn.
Well, here's the thing. Once you lose the point with Symmetra, it's very hard to get back on the point with Symmetra unless you have your strats completely down. And you've got the mobility of Faded with Mines once again. And now the duplicate also available to Alex. So this is going to be a very hard point to crack. I think you need to swap off and look at a Tracer or look at maybe a Pharah. Something to deal with the aerial threat, the Queen Bees of the Diva and the Echo.
Abs gonna start it off with a nice volley onto Bun, but it's gonna turn back quickly by BearClaw Gaming. They've got 2 in this fight. Duplicate coming out, but Syrah is unleashed on this Doomfist. Got 2 in this fight already. The sound barrier is gonna keep everyone up and healthy. It should be enough for it to come back into the favor of BearClaw, but that's just, I say that self-destruct's on point. Not gonna find anyone. But still, that's going to buy them a lot of time for Hot Streak to come back, but it's still looking good for BearClaw Gaming. They need to get these last couple of picks, the last couple of stragglers coming back to this point, or they've lost this fight. The res coming out. That was just as I say that, it's being turned on its head by the side of Hot Streak Gaming. They've got their picks in their favor now. They've just got to get these last couple of people from BearClaw Gaming off the point, but it just got flipped in the end over to BearClaw, but still, it's looking good for the side of Hot Streak. They've got all the picks necessary in their favor here, Billy.
I mean, this is back and forth action. This is going to be the flip real quick, and this is going to be a quick burn down in this overtime time race. They're going to get it by the Kentucky. Yes. Bun comes back on the Tracer, has to recall out, and now looking at Infected trying to take the point. He's close to Shatter.
The big Shatter coming out, and we did see Graham taking off Alex on the side with a boop, and now the E coming in from Clear on the pulse bomb. That's a massive bit coming in from the Diva there. And this should be enough for them to get it back into their favor. Is it just the Diva left on point? The respawn's not going to be able to get there in time to flip it back, keep it in their favor.
Oh my goodness, that is a great retake there. Infected landed the shatter of his life there. Caught Faded and Frosted completely unawares, and they just got absolutely stymied in that. Pulse Bomb is available to Button. I thought that, Graham letting loose with the sound barrier on their first retake was going to really bite them in the ass, but no, it does not. It's going to be Graham here, 97% to sound barrier. And yeah, I think Make Me sweeping over to this Moira has absolutely turned the tenor of this fight. There's so much burst healing that is available to the main tanks right now that they're just really feeling untouchable right now because the burst is just so good. Zira on this Doomfist, Joshua, has absolutely been lighting it up. The flank assassinations, the quick engages in and out, and it looks like we're gonna get right back into this, my friend, as we are looking at a 90 to 99%. You got 3 ultimates ready to go for Hot Streak to retake the point.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really difficult for the side of for BearClaw to hold on to this. They just have that Pulse Bomb, but they're coming on to a lot of big ultimates there. If they can get those support ultimates online, I think it's BearClaw in the bag. But they need to build them up quickly, and they need to build them up quickly because it's going to be an ult fiesta on point when it happens.
It's an ult extravaganza.
There it comes. It's going to start out Faded with the minefield on point. Sound barrier is there to counter out so much damage, but oh my goodness, Make Me almost going down so low there in the backline. But Zera's down in this fight. The self-destruct is there, but it's not going to get anyone. The Shatter coming out yet again from Infected, getting him and blocking the Echo Shatter as well. It's still looking good. Either team is still waiting for an advantage as both teams trade out big pieces to their compositions. But Infected is so low, and he's going to go down to Bedtime Story. And it's going to be, oh no, a C9 coming. Oh no. Hot Streak had it in the bag. But then they C9'd, Billy.
Early Nighter, it's been 0 days since we've had our last C9, and that is not what you want to see on the first point here. I knew what they were doing, but they just forgot that they didn't have control of the point. And yeah, so that's going to be it's going to be night market over to BearClaw Gaming, and Hot Streak are got to be feeling a little bit stunned there that they didn't end up winning this. Looks like we're going to show up a little bit of the same coming out the gate for Control Center here, Joshua. The only difference I see right now is Zira and Alex showing 2 different heroes here in their flex. I don't know if we're going to stick with the Symmetras or not. I think we might.
Yeah, we're going to stick with the Symmetras, but it's looking like BearClaw's already got this advantage, taking down Abs immediately before anything can really get in favor of Hot Streak, as it's all BearClaw Gaming now, as Hot Streak going back into spawn as they wait for their respawns to come back.
Oh, that was just filthy. That was complete dominance out of there. That's an MTD coming out of Infected. And I tell you what, we saw him in Contenders Trials. We saw him in Contenders proper as a 13. I think he was 13. He may have been 14 this past summer. Yeah, I do believe he was 14 when he played. But still, 14 years old and owning these bigger, older kids, just absolutely letting them have it.
Well, it's a trade out from both of these squads, but I'd definitely like to have that main tank if you were the side of Hot Streak right now, but it's still looking good for the side of Hot Streak. They've got another pick onto Zira in their favor. The Dragon Blade does take down Bun. Looked like it wasn't going to get the most value, but still does get some stuff in their favor as it's going in favor of Hot Streak Gaming now. They've got the picks in their bag as Bedtime Story, it's supercharged on the Symmetra, wins it out.
Yeah, the microwave beam absolutely laying loose with the fury there, and Fade is just like, I'm just going to take all the space right now. You can't have it! And look at the ultimates ready to go for both sides. This is going to be Ultravaganza coming in. I just really want to see how Bun is going to get and really transgress the TV on the shielding of Faded.
Well, it's going to start off here. Zira looking for a nice meteor strike, looking for positioning. Looks like they're going to take down Abs immediately. The Shatter coming out from Faden. Now it's going to connect to anyone. Infected had his book read. And immediately the Shatter coming out. It's massive from Infected as well, but a Frosted 2K bomb. How does that happen? You've already won this fight, but that might have just put a thorn in the side of BearClaw as Alex has another Dragon Blade online gets taken down by Infected, as it looks like BearClaw have finally got this point back into their favor. The respawns are coming back here, Billy. It's not in the bag as it just looked like, but there it goes. The main takes down. It's flipped back for BearClaw Gaming.
Oh my word. And I mean, that was a struggle and a fight and a half. And I mean, Infected landing the massive shaddy there. But, you know, already 71% to the next one. Already outstripping Faded from that one fight alone. Alex is still getting the value out of running this Genji right now. I just don't know if it's enough poke to get in on top of what, you know, BearClaw are trying to run here.
Well, there comes out the photon barrier. As, oh no, Faded gets so separated from his squad. That's going to be impossible for them to win this fight out unless they get another 2 picks. But Bun's going to take out Micro, and that should be another easy team fight win for BearClaw Gaming.
Yeah, and you still got both your support ultimates coming up as well, so that's a massive advantage to them, especially closing in on last fight territory here.
Yeah, and they're going to be pushing into a lot of ultimates. Speaking of the ultimate, Amp Matrix is out, but Make Me's the first one to go down in this fight. That's not what you're expecting. The Shatter coming out, the self-destruct as well. Abs is going to go off the side of the map, it looks like, but still, and Beck is going to pay for it with his life. But Zera still alive in the backline, getting 2 picks, 3. Oh my goodness, the Doomfist. BearClaw Gaming might have won it just off the back of Zera's Doomfist, Billy.
Yeah, that's it. Game, set, and match. BearClaw Gaming. They take Lijiang Tower 2-0 on the back of just some insane ultimates and insane mechanics coming out of Zero there. I mean, Infected really putting the team on his back, but I mean, this has got to be the floor that we just saw from Zero here.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh my goodness, my heart is racing after that. That was just incredible playing, coming out 5 HP, getting the health back, and then getting the kills as well. Wow, what an amazing play coming out from the Doomfist there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it up to give props where credit is due, but I mean, it was a team fight win. I mean, just the throwing of the self-destruct out that pulled out the immortality barrier. I mean, you saw the charge come out from Infected, taking off Abs off the map. I mean, everything seemed to work in concert there, and just having that reset there with the meteor strike was everything that Zero needed to take care of it. So, I mean, that's a well-fought, well-earned first match here. It's a best of 5, and remind everybody, winner gets to ban a map type. Yeah. And then so we'll go for the losers banning the map of choice if they want, and then the other, I believe that's how it goes.
Yes. It goes, winners of the most recently played map will ban 1 map in the next map of what we're going to, and I believe we're going to Escort next. They're going to ban one of the Escort maps, and then we'll see where we're going, as we're right now waiting for BearClaw to decide what map they're going to be banning here.
Well, yeah, and then the winner gets to choose their side.
Yes.
That's where I got a little confused. But, you know, it happens. It's my birthday, and it happens.
You're kind of getting up there in age there, Billy.
Hey. You're only as old as you feel, and I feel about 20 right now, so
perfect.
We're looking at it, and it looks like Infected has chosen Blizzard World to be banned out.
Interesting decision. What you said. You picked it. You told him.
I know my teams, man. I know my tier 3 and my tier 2. I know it. I know this.
So, Are we going to Rialto next, or
we going to Rialto?
Oh, okay.
I like it.
I mean, it's one of your favorite maps. I know that for a fact. And it's gonna be it'll be really nice. It'll be I don't know. It'll be depends on how these teams are gonna want to run it. I've seen a lot of Far Tracer recently, but I mean, you can really run whatever you feel like whatever you're comfortable on, especially on Rialto.
I mean, it depends on attack or defense. I mean, the Echo here is an obviously good choice, especially with the duplicate ability. You can also throw in a Pharah. Pharah is not necessarily a bad choice here as well. It just depends on how you want to address getting around the first corner and getting under the bridge. Looks like BearClaw Gaming are going to stay in the blue jerseys here, stay on the defense. So we'll see Hot Streak coming out the gate on attack. So we'll see what BearClaw Gaming has up their sleeve as far as the defense. If I have my dithers about me, I believe man, it really depends on what Infected runs here. If he sticks with the Rhine, I expect to see the Diva running with it, and you might see either a Hanzo or the Ash. You might also see a Widow come out here just to see if you can get some early picks out of the gate, especially with the long sight lines there onto the first payload. So we'll see how BCG really want to deal with this hot streak, though. They really want to get out of the gate fast here. They want to mitigate as much of the span damage as possible. Faded will probably run the Wrecking Ball and trying to get some disruption in the back to allow that payload to move forward. But we'll see if they stick with it. And yeah, I think this could be very interesting. Compositionally, you could see a war of two compositions here. You could see either a double shield variant come out as well from BearClaw Gaming. I mean, I don't know if Infected has the Orisa in his hero pool or not, but Clear is a very good off tank. Seen them throughout a couple of competitions, seen them in Open Division, and it really depends on how they choose to navigate this first defense. So we'll see what they bring out here. I'm ready to see what Hot Streak is going to do here on attack. Because this could be fantastic coming out. They could also be running, they could run double queens again. I mean, we saw it on Night Market. They ran the double queens there, and they got a lot of value out of it. Just depends on what they got.
Yeah, it'll really depend on what they've got indeed. Like you were saying, I've seen a lot of defensive teams opting for that double shield, depending on how they like to run their game. Like if they want to be a nice slower team, make those plays when they want to make those plays. But from what we've seen with Infected so far, he likes to get in their face with that Reinhardt hammer and swing it for the fences. But right now we're seeing the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, and this is more environmental. It's more mobility as well. So you're going to fight mobility with mobility here. And you wanted to look to get into that back line of Hot Streak Gaming and just deny the healing resources coming in for them. So this is where you see Bedtime Story and Alex choose the Ash, and you're seeing them choose the Echo as well. The Echo is going to be able to burst down that Wrecking Ball with the sticky bombs and the tri-shot, and if they get them low enough with the focusing beam. So I like what I see out of Bun here, though. Bun running the Sombra. A hacked Wrecking Ball is just a hamster without his wheels, and they could absolutely burst him down.
Well, Alex opting to go with the... there's a full sail change there with Soldier and with Tracer coming out from the side of Hot Streak there.
I don't hate it. I mean, you've got extra healing resources, obviously, with the biotic field. You've also got the hit scan ability, mid to long range there. And look at that. Yep, right out the gate, going right in on a Bedtime Story under a lot of pressure early.
Yeah, they're going to be getting all under pressure, but they're still staying alive thanks to the biotic field, like you were talking about there. But it's still nothing really going on yet. They need to get this cart progress stopped up here because they've made it around this pretty big choke of the first point here. But the dive coming in from Faded, trying to disrupt this high ground, but it's Abs who's going to start it off with a pick onto Bun in the back line. That's massive. The hack is gone for the side of BearClaw Gaming, but it's still looking good for the side of Hot Streak. They've got these picks in their favor. They did lose one, but still, they've got this respawn advantage for the time being, and they're going to be caught in this hard place as might make me almost going down super low there in the end, but going to be staying alive for a little bit.
Yeah, burst healing, not really the forte today. Nice little shield bash there coming out of Graham. Trying to get that Inspire time up, and look at this. I mean, there's really nothing to stop them right now. This is just a slaughter fest with this tag visor coming out.
Yeah, as we're seeing Abs again and again, getting these picks in these fights. Make Me does turn it back, but Abs with another 2K in this fight. Abs with 3! What is this? What a bloodthirsty support coming out from Abs of Hot Streak. That is going to be opening that point, so quickly for the side of Hot Streak.
Yeah, that's a Zen diff right there. If I ever saw one, absolutely pinpoint with those right clicks and absolutely just laying into the members of BearClaw Gaming. So I think right now you might need to think about getting a shield in here. I would go double shield just to try and prevent the mobility and make them work against your speed. So that would be how I would be countering this right now.
Yeah, the minefield coming out from Faded, trying to do something, but Alex takes down Zero with the pulse bomb. Again, another first pick in the fight, but a massive EMP gets 6. The self-destruct comes out, doesn't get anyone though. So Alex is super low in the back line, but still not doing good. Zero coming back. The respawns are coming back from the side of BearClaw. They've got 2 in this fight. They need to get a couple more, and they've won this in the bag as the rest of Hot Streak are gonna go back to the cart as the BearClaw does win it out, but they're still getting cart progress for Hot Streak.
You know, EMP bomb did not work out. I mean, everybody was able to get to cover, but it did enough damage where everybody could focus down and just take care of everybody. Frosted is alive on the side. I thought, nope. Ended up taking a swim in the river of Rialto there as we approach the L'Angolo della Morte, the corner of death. My favorite corner in all of Overwatch. And Bun is starting to get some massive manual hacks going in here.
Yeah, and Faded's off the side of the map. Alex going down as well. This is all but over, but they still have this cart positioning, it seems like. But it's still Clear trying to keep it in, but they're going to get demeched early on before really anything can go in favor. His Bedtime Story and Frosted are going to take out Make Me before anything goes really as it's looking good. Zero trying to turn it back. Takes down Micro with the pulse bomb here, but still the side of Hot Streak have got these picks in their favor here, Billy, and it's looking good for them to keep pushing through this corner of death.
Yeah, I'm looking for a Bedtime Story to get the DMEC onto Clear and then let loose with this tack visor. I mean, they've got 4 ultimates, almost 5 ready to go to this next fight. Ooh, bit early on the trigger there.
Yeah, but Alex does take down Graham with the pulse bomb, getting some zoning, keeping them in there. Bedtime Story does take down Zero as well as Infected trying to take off that high ground from the soldier. That's not looking good for them. They're still getting so much value from the rest of Hot Streak as Clear has to go off the side of the map, and it's still Hot Streak just pushing forward at a blistering speed here. 3 minutes and 36 seconds on the board.
They are just taking no, they're just not taking no for an answer here. That was bullying of BearClaw Gaming right there. Just the massive push coming through on the back of a really good early pick out of Bedtime Story. This hit scan player right now is just absolutely lighting it up for Hot Streak. And this is what we saw during Open Division and you know, going into trials. I mean, they had, you know, a really good run a couple early in the summer, late spring and early summer. So, you know, the members starting to come back together, starting to form together again. So maybe looking for a 2022 run here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Faded is just getting absolutely peppered on the side here.
Yeah, but they're not catching him out as Clear does turn it off. Both self-destruct and EMP is out, but again, not going to connect with that combo that you want for the side of, oh no, it was it was Frosted who used that EMP. Sorry about that, but it's still looking good for the side of BearClaw. They've got these picks in their favor. Faded is down. That's disruption gone for the side of Hot Streak. But still, and this respawn is just going to be so much in favor of BearClaw that if they get another pick, it's going to be all but over as Make Me takes down Micro. They're going the wheels off this push as BearClaw getting this nice decisive team fight win, which they desperately needed.
Yeah, they really needed that, and now they can set their feet right in the side of Cathedral here and just really push, you know, walk this cart back. They've got time to set up for another combo. I mean, you can look for this nice pulse bomb coming out. Doesn't find any joy with it, but it still pulls the resources out. So, man, back and forth fight right now. Less than 2 minutes, Joshua, and we're looking at Mines and Transcendence once again for Hot Streak.
Oh, they're going to get a decent amount of cart progress there with Alex going to the point. But Zero starting it off with a pick onto Bedtime Story, but that's going to be a lot of damage as Zero is already down thanks to that minefield in that tight room. Clear yet again eating Alex's ultimate of the pulse bomb. And in fact, coming back with a minefield of their own onto the point as Graham trying to turn it back. They do take down Alex. This should be enough for them to win this yet again as, oh my goodness, the peel from the side of Hot Streak is massive, but it's still, they're going to win it out in the end as BearClaw.
Wow, that is absolutely insane. Clear got so much work done in that small room. I thought it was Dunsky there. Even got to hold on to the self-destruct. So, I mean, that's how confident this player was in that small room. Look at the changes coming out, though, for Hot Streak. We see Alex swapping over to the Cassidy now. Flashed May for a second, but now decided that the hit scan would be better.
big EMP, getting 5, but they're still not getting any picks, as Alex is going to be the first one to get a pick in this fight. As Frosted eating Zera's Pulse Bomb again. That's a huge waste of the EMP there from the side of BearClaw. This is disastrous from them. They had all the ultimates in their favor to win this out, as Alex and Bedtime Story getting all the picks they need, as they're going to be going to spawn, as it looks like Clear's just going to be waiting to touch at the last second.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for Infect to come out and get mines on the point if they can. There they are over the top of the point. Self-destruct's gonna come out and clear everything out.
That's going to be huge. Micro is down, but Infected is going to be taken, as well as Clear's mech, and that's just going to be Hot Streak taking it the point. Just after a disastrous well, it wasn't disastrous, but still not as well as a re-engage you would like to have come in from BearClaw Gaming there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit early on the queue there with the EMP, but I mean, still, I like the fact that they were pushing up and really trying to get aggressive with it, so I don't hate it. And still, I mean, it's 9.3 seconds, so that's not a massive time bank, so we're going to see what BearClaw Gaming can do on their own offense here. It's going to be up to Hot Streak here to really set the tone. I think the Faded does have the better wrecking ball between the two main tanks right now. So if you are BearClaw Gaming, I think that Bun on this Sombra, I think the manual hacks that we saw coming on Faded time and time again were absolutely massive. I thought they were the right call. I think that you can get a lot of value out of it. You got to keep staying with it. Looking for a little bit of aim training right out the gate. Going back to the Sombra, I like this. And I mean, if you ain't broke it, don't fix it. No changes coming out from Hot Streak here. I really like the double hit scan here with the machine pistols and the pulse rifle. You've got the helix, you've got the extra burst healing there with the biotic field. A lot of resources there to keep the backline stable and keep Faded and Frosted in these fights.
Yeah, it's going to be the big thing is keeping those two tank players in the fights as long as they possibly can. Get as much disruption, as much damage as they possibly can. But we'll see how this goes on. We did see, but oh my goodness! Well, they must have known that they infected. Oh, rest
infected, buddy. You want to talk about that? Infected, buddy? Ayo, hello.
But I mean, still, it's looking good. They're still getting this, the point progress, and having that respawn is not gonna matter in the end. But Infected going down yet again early on, as the side of Hot Streak have just cemented their defense so far. So good, as another nice nice defensive starting for the side of Hot Streak.
Lord. I mean, they're just not taking no for an answer. They're coming in from all different angles, and I'm not sure that they know where to look right now, Joshua. So that's the big difference right now, is that the unpredictability coming out from Hot Streak. Which angle are they going to come in on and contest the point? That's the real difference right now.
Yeah, as we saw Zera going down early on yet again. These early picks coming in from Hot Streak is going to be why they win this out. Is another early pick. Clears off the side of the map. But Infected trying to turn it back into the favor of BearClaw. They do take down Bedtime Story, and the DMAC is there as well. Graham getting that final blow onto Frosted in the end, and they're going to get this cart progress. Zero getting a nice pulse bomb kill onto Abs.
I mean, that's huge. That's huge. The Discord Orb's now off the table, and now you got pressure into the backline. That's everything that you needed to start really making the push for this to go. But Frosted could turn everything around with a well-placed self-destruct.
We'll have to see how this self-destruct comes out. They're really just waiting it out. They're going to have to touch. They have enough time to do it. They're going to be looking to get the support line out early on for Frosted, but Faded off the side of the map there. That's huge. The minefields are gone, and the self-destruct is just going to have to be dropped there because of the DMAC, but they do take out Clear. That should not have happened if you are Clear there, as both support ultimates coming out for both teams here, trying to keep everyone topped up. Both Transcendences there as Faded and Infected both using their minefields, trying to get this point control back to the favor of Hot Streak, and it's looking like it's going to be in the favor of Hot Streak as well.
Oh my goodness, that is just absolute decisiveness coming out from Hot Streak, and now we're at less than 90 seconds here. Joshua, this looks to be a pretty conclusive hold right now. They do have a pulse bomb to contend with and nothing to defend against it, so either Frost is going to have to be hungry or Micro is going to have to catch it on their shield.
Yeah, and we've seen both divas be pretty hungry today. We've gotten a lot of pulse bomb eats coming in from both of these people, but Zera's already been caught out there by Abs looking around the back there. So it's gonna be difficult for them to push in, but Zero needs to get this pulse bomb early, and he needs to get it to stick onto a squishy to win this out. But it's gonna be Bun who takes it down, takes down Micro in this fight. Bun with another pick, both supports gone, thanks to the Soldier 76 of BearClaw Gaming. VII trying to turn it back as the High Noon not gonna get any value. Some nice plays coming in from Bun on the Soldier 76 is gonna be able to get the first point capture there.
Good Lord, that took forever. Hi, Chase. Love you too. Just taking a peek at chat, which I rarely do, but hi, Chase. Love you. Love everybody out there. And yeah, I mean, this is a great swap here for Bud. I mean, this is exactly what they needed to get out of this swap. You've also got the spot healing. I think that's so important in this composition, is to have that extra spot healing when you need it the most. You can just get yourself in the brink of danger and allow the two slower healers to get you up.
Yeah, there comes a nice little pile driver coming in from Fade. It's still not going to get any picks, but Alex takes down Infected early on. Yet again, the disruption gone as Abs again and again showing up in the kill feed. That Zenyatta is just nasty coming out from them. But Bun turning it on his head yet again with another 2K. This is huge from the Soldier 76 as the respawns coming back for BearClaw are there. They've taken down Faded, self-destruct out, not gonna find anyone. They're gonna keep pushing this point further as the minefield coming out, building some spaces. Micro taken down from the pulse bomb. They're gonna have to use Abs' Transcendence there to keep this point in the favor of Hot Streak for the time being. Veda trying to turn it back. That's the minefield on point, but it's still going in the favor as Bun is unstoppable on this Soldier 76 so far. They need to deal with them. They need to deal with them quickly, but it's still looking good for the side of BearClaw. Almost taking him out there, but still, it's going in favor of BearClaw nonetheless as they finally get the second point. That's a very quick capture percentage. Only about 40 seconds less than the side of Hot Streak had.
Yeah, they've got some pretty decent ultimates coming up into this next fight as well. They don't have anything to defend against it. They've got the rally coming up from Micro. The armor will hold you up for a little while, but look at this Faded swapping over to the Arisas. You're going to be looking to make your stand, get that stationary shield up, hopefully build up to a supercharger.
Yeah, they need... Oh, no. They're going to just swap Faded back to the Reinhardt there. They do have bedtime story on this Torbjorn, trying to catch out Zera in the backline with that turret. With the self-destruct coming over the top. Takes down Abs and the immortality field. That's huge for the side of BearClaw. Bedtime story does take down Graham, but it's not going to be enough for them to win this fight unless there's a massive play coming in from the couple of the people left on point, as it's just bedtime story left and his turret, as the Transcendence keeping everyone up on very high, as a huge second and third point gives BearClaw Gaming a bigger time bank, Billy.
Good Lord. That is a minute 38 extra in time right now. So, I mean, they did that at, what, 2:47? If you give the extra 9 seconds over. So, wow. That is a massive time bank there coming out of of BearClaw Gaming. They saved it all for their offense, Joshua. Yeah. And I think that the swap coming in from Bun on to the Soldier 76, my goodness, that paid instant dividends. Zero started landing the pulse bombs when they really needed them, and Clear had the self-destruct of a lifetime there. That was a fantastically placed self-destruct, just nice little into the corner pocket there, and just, they had nothing to defend against it. So now 60 seconds to see how far Hot Streak can get it. We're looking at the Mercy and the Zenyatta, so single target healing right now. Don't know if that's going to get it done. Fade is going to have to really be judicious when they use these adaptive shieldings, Joshua. Otherwise, it's going to be burn central coming out of BearClaw Gaming.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult with Graham on that, especially with Graham on the Brigitte. Going to be able to deal with the dive of Faded into those backline. He's got to be sticking incredibly close to make me on that Zenyatta, so they're not caught out there. But it's still going to get some card progress to start this off and wait for anything to really happen. But they've already taken this high here with Bedtime Story on the Ash.
Well, here's what you're looking at. You're looking at Infected to get a massive pile driver to get everybody up in the air, get that knockback, and lay in with Bun and Zera with their hit scans and see what they can get out of it.
Well, they're starting off. They're going to have to take this fight eventually, but Infected is so low right now. They're going to be going back to get this get the health pack there. But still, nothing's really going on. A lot of posterizing as no one's died yet, Billy. As I think we're going to have a pause here coming in. It's down to 8 seconds, and it's not looking good for the side of the hot streak, because look at Make Me's ult charge there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking Transcendence. I'm looking at, Bedtime Story. If they land a big dynamite, that's going to build up the Bob percentage very quickly. Wow. I'm not sure how they're planning on addressing this point here, but we will see what can be done here by both squads. Frosted and Faded I don't know if their wires are crossed or if the communications have maybe gone down in their chat again, but they have not looked very coordinated in their dives. Same thing with Infected and Clear, though. They're kind of playing on two different pages, and I'm looking to see, what Bun and Zero can do. He's gonna have to really hold down this biotic field for when they need it the most. And if you look at damage dealt right now, I mean, look at just the beautiful work coming out from Bedtime Story. 21,000 damage in this game, and they're at a losing effort right now. That's how close this is, and that's across the entirety of what they have played so far. That was with the Soldier 76 as well. So lots of spam damage, lots of consistent damage coming in from the Soldier 76, becoming a very big part of Overwatch's meta right now, is that spot healing, especially if you're running the Brigitte and the Zen. You need to focus down that discorded target in a hurry, but with the mitigation of Frosted and Clear, a lot of these shots are just not getting through right now. So if Zera can get a couple of one clips in, really make Micro and Abs turn their attention, because Micro right now is just the tether for Alex. And if Micro is not damage boosting Alex the entire way, or is not damage boosting the Bedtime Story the entire way, are they really a Mercy player, Joshua? Let me just ask that.
I don't think so. Probably not. But they're going to start it off here as Faded looks. It's going to be Alex taking down Make Me. That is huge, but it's still 2 picks in the favor of the BearClaw. But that Transcendence is massive that it's gone, but it's still looking good for the side of BearClaw. They've got all the picks they need. No one's on point for the time being, and the DMAC there, Infected, getting a pile driver kill. It's going to be Faded who's going to be able to touch. No, maybe not. They are going to touch, but I don't know if anyone's going to get the chance to touch yet again. The Bob's going to get there, but that's going to be, oh my goodness, they're still getting these respawns there, but in the end, they're going to have to have this fuller hold coming out.
I mean, 76.46 meters, that is the mark that BearClaw Gaming are going to have to choose, or going to have to chase. They're going to have almost triple the time to do it, and they can actually marshal their time and get some ultimates up. That's the difference between 1 minute and over 2 minutes. You have time to get a ult rotation up for BearClaw Gaming, and that's the big difference right now here in this extra innings for this overtime, is that they have so much more time. Compositionally, I think they stick with the Tracer and the Soldier 76. Bun and Zera were getting work done. And Infected, a little bit reckless at times, still was able to get the adaptive shielding up quite high, getting that when he's around his other teammates and being able to stay in fights a little bit longer. So smart usage of that cooldown as well. I really want to see, though, how do Faded and company deal with this time bank? Because it can be done, especially with the Marisa. If you have the right pieces of the puzzle there, especially with the Mercy, you got the resibility there, you got the static shield, you got the fortify, and you've got the immortality barrier. So this could be a very stalwart defense. They're just gonna have to hold kind of close. They can't let up this first corner.
Yeah, they need to hold it very strong and for a very long time. This is a very tall task if you are the side of Hot Streak to win this out. But if anyone can do it, it can probably be them. As Infected super low already in this fight, trying to get some positioning onto this high ground. They're still getting this cart progress in, and they're not being stopped. They're gonna might make it to the corner before they really get stopped here, Billy. And
Yeah,
oh
now,
no,
oh no, the Tracer v Tracer won by Zera. And this is going to be absolute mayhem right now. Bud swapping to the Hanzo, so they're going to have vision as well as one-shot potential.
yeah, as Faded is just on point, trying to juke and jive Bun on the Hanzo. They do take down Bun in the end, but still, that's just pretty much a team kill coming in for the side of BearClaw. That's going to be really tough for anyone to touch if you are the side of Hot Streak here.
A Micro might be able to touch. Oh my goodness, what a bash back there. There's the contest coming in from Micro. I don't know if they're going to be able to get back in time. Bomb is available though.
Faded with 2 in the fight. It's both of the supports. This is the re-engage they needed. That is massive coming out from the Wrecking Ball of Hot Streak there. But look at the ultimate, Billy. It's not looking good.
The thing that they do have is Pulse Bomb coming up. They've also got Ant
Oh,
Matrix.
no.
Oh no. That could be disastrous for them.
And the Dragon Strike coming out here, going on point. Getting people away for the small time being. Bun takes down Alex, and the Pulse Bomb only gets the Immortality field. This should be all but over as they don't touch again, Billy. Oh,
I don't know if that's a C9. That's not a C9. That's just offensive pressure coming out of BearClaw Gaming. I mean, they couldn't do anything against that onslaught of aggression coming out of BearClaw Gaming. So I won't call that a C9, my friend. Yeah. What I will call that is just strategic push coming in from them. They knew that the Dragons would cordon everybody off and split the defense, and they got all the value they needed out of it. Yeah. Man, Faded is putting up a hell of a performance on this Wrecking Ball, but still just kind of getting diffed out team-wise by BearClaw Gaming that go on to match point.
Yeah, and speaking, well, we do need to plug something. We were told to plug something. Make sure to vote down in the bio for the MVP of the match, so who we interview here later on in the night. We do seem to have some technical issues coming in from the players there, so we might be heading to a short little break. We'll get you some information, but before we do, we'll talk about that last map of Rialto there, Billy.
I mean, in the end, it came down to how much time was left. I mean, Hot Streak did as much as they could, and, you know, got as far as they could with a minute. I mean, they even got a Bob in a minute. That's pretty darn impressive, but BearClaw Gaming just had the time differential. And, you know, once you saw Bun make the swap over to the Soldier 76 during their attack phase in regular time, they just didn't have an answer for it. You saw, you know, trade kills come through, but for every one kill the Hot Streak seemed to get, BearClaw Gaming got 2 or 3. So focus fire down was just a little bit more impressive out of BearClaw. I think that Infected is getting a lot more disruption in the back, even though Faded is more offensively minded and takes better position. I think that Infected gets a little bit more of the disruption that you're looking for out of the Wrecking Ball. So, I mean, right now, you know, they're facing match point. Hot Streak are going to have their choice, you know, of where they're going to go. We're going to see what BearClaw Gaming bans and then where we will go after that. Because I tell you what, Hot Streak need to pick a map that they know that they can really perform well on. I mean, let's be honest, you know, they both got 3 points on Rialto, which is not easy. I mean, definitely you see Owl teams and Contenders teams struggle with Rialto. So, you know, they both had a plan going in. It was just time difference. That's the only thing that really separated those teams was how quickly they got it done. So, Hot Streak looks like, let's see. BearClaw Gaming has banned Volskaya. Interesting. So we're going to get either Hanamura or Temple. And I think we're going to go Temple. If I know BearClaw Game or if I know Hot Streak, man, I mean, we saw Fade bring out the Orisa there. You can play the Orisa there. You can play Double Shield here. You can play zombie comp here if you really want to. It just depends.
Old school defense of Temple of Anubis, that the hit scan and the Junkrat. And we're gonna
Yeah.
go to the temple because especially with bedtime stories performance on Rialto with the Ash, that
Yeah.
dynamite's gonna be huge on the first point defense specifically. And if they want to hold it, I'm assuming they're gonna be putting bedtime story back on that Ash yet again.
Well, I would expect to see Alex come out on the Echo for the mobility
Yeah.
and the duplicate and the duplication as well, because Alex showed a very serviceable Echo not only on Night Market of Lijiang but also there on Rialto. So we'll see if they can bring it out here again and get more value out of it. BearClaw Gaming, we'll see if they're going to choose attack or defense here. As we're waiting for that to come in from them. Make sure that you guys vote for your MVP choice of the match. We'll have an interview with that player at the end of tonight's festivities. But, I mean, for me right now, it's a toss-up between Bun and Abs, respectively, for each side. I think Abs has put on a clinic with the Zenyatta. I mean, the right clicks alone, stunning 3Ks coming out of the Zenyatta as well. So... but also Bun, the ability to swap off and have a vast hero pool has really taken this to another level for BearClaw Gaming. So we'll see if that is anything they can bring to bear here on this next map. We'll see.
Yeah, still having troubles with the headphones for some people on the side of BearClaw, but yeah, going into Temple, it's gonna be really difficult for them to for Hot Streak to come back in the series. They're already down 2-0 in it. And a lot of times the mentals keep going into your head there. I know they're in the upper echelon of Overwatch, but still, everyone gets the jitters. Everyone gets mental booms at these times. And with how Rialto ended up, because they almost held BearClaw on their attacking phase there. And then they go through that entire map at a blistering pace. And getting more time in the end, Hot Streak, they might be boomed right now.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm following the match chat here and I'm cracking up. Console Warrior might be coming out here. We'll see. We're having some technical issues with the headphones playing on AirPods right now. But yeah, I mean, looking at what will come into this next map. I mean, Temple of Anubis, notoriously fast first point take. I mean, you see it all the time. Really quick first point take, and then you just get absolutely stonewalled.
Yep.
And you can't crack the second point defense, especially if you get your ultimate rotations in just the right order. It's damn near impossible to get onto the point, let alone get any capture progress, unless you get an absolute team wipe. So we'll see, how these two teams really go into this next fight and this next map. Going back to my tank battle, Infected and Clear versus Faded and Frosted. I mean, we've got contenders level caliber players here, and they're showing their wares here on the tier 3 stage, and I love, how they're addressing this. They're taking it very seriously. I'm loving, the aggression being shown by both of them. I think the DPS have really shown up big. Make Me is kind of the surprise for me because I haven't seen much of them. I know Abs from Trials as well, and they're all showing up just fine and dandy. So we'll see. Like I said, this is all going to come down to what. Sorry, just getting over a cold. What can be done here by Hot Streak to turn the tide and maybe start the beginning of a reverse sweep?
Yeah. This is it.
And I think we may have lost Joker there for just a second, as he may have gotten the internet gremlins going in there. But as we're looking at it, what I want to see out of their experience right now, how are they going to be able to really address what's going to be coming in for them from BearClaw Gaming? I mean, it just depends on if we're going to see them coming in with, double shield. Are we going to see the same mobility coming out from Infected and Clear, as we're waiting on Clear to get their AirPods reattached there. So we'll see if they can bring that back together. All right, everybody, welcome back. Chef Billy back with you. Joker got deleted into the Matrix, so you're going to have me here along for the solo rap god performance of the century. And looks like we got them ready from both teams, so we're going to head into Temple of Anubis. Alex apparently is singing on in their stream right now, so you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Hello, Zero. Hello, everybody out there. And we will be getting into this match very quickly. And we'll see what they bring out here. BearClaw Gaming looks like they're going to go into the attack here. So Hot Streak, they're going to have their work cut out for them. I think BearClaw wants to set up a fast time here and really take it to Hot Streak. And that's what I want to look at right now is, how do they bring it together? I'm really looking forward to seeing what the defense of Hot Streak is going to be coming out here. Faded and Frosted here, the tank line. You know, they've shown us a couple of looks today. They've shown us Ryan Diva. They've shown us a lot of Diva today, a lot of Frosted Diva, and I don't hate that. But, you know, looks like we're going to get a little bit of double shield here, perhaps. So definitely liking that. I'm liking the hit scans that we're seeing out of Alex. But the big difference right now is Alex on this Genji. I don't know if there's going to be enough damage coming in from the Cyber Ninja. Plenty of heals to come through. Also a little bit of CC from both Frosted and Micro with the Shield Bash and the Accretion respectively. So we'll see how they decide to address this. I like this. I think Faded and Frosted, if they can work in tandem, will be absolutely crucial to how they hold this first point. Looks like we got a little bit of a zombie cop coming out from the members of BearClaw Gaming, but they're running Zera on the Genji, so that might be a little bit cause for pause. Looks like they're going to take a positioning here on the right-hand side. Somber getting in the back here, looking for an early hack target. Got to try and get everybody into the small room here. Dive coming through in. Oh, Infected. Pulling out the wins that we saw so big. Graham with a big first pick onto Micro. That is massive. That is a massive amount of not only damage or healing coming through, but also the CC ability. And now they can just start to swallow up the members of Hot Streak Gaming. And I mean, Alex is in a massive amount of pressure. There's Alex going down finally. This should be first point taken here. Yep, with your main tank down. Frosted, let's get a revenge kill coming back through, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get back on the point and really contest. Bun taking out Habs, and there goes the other healer out early. Bob coming out there, going to be able to hold for a minute, and there is the manual hack onto Bob. They can just take him down with a quickness. Bye-bye, see you later. That'll be point A, picked up Toot Sweet, and you're going to have not only the Coalescence, but also the Primal Rage ready to go. Clear with the remake kill. Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult hold here coming in for the members of Hot Streak Gaming. I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know, are they going to be able to get this supercharger up in time? Frosted will have the Gravitic Flux. I think that'll be the game changer right now, but you've got the Sound Barrier ready to counter it. Push coming in from the right-hand side. They're taking the fight on the right-hand side here. Early Immortality Field out and Progress starting to come through. There's the Primal out. There comes the Gravitic Flux. That's going to hold them all out. Oh my goodness, both support ultimates coming out and an Amp Matrix from the outside. I don't know if they're going to get a first point taken here or not. Members of Hot Streak Gaming are just falling left and right, but there is the main source of healing, Make Me Going Down. So now Graham and company have got to try and just get back and regroup once again. That was a massive Gravitic Flux that stopped all the progress that BearClaw Gaming were looking to gain. EMP Bomb is available to the next fight, but you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer because Frosted takes down the mech and the pilot form of Diva. 4 ultimates ready to go for Hot Streak Gaming coming into this next fight, and Frosted is not taking no for an answer, pulling up very close, trying to give it as much of a close hold as they can take here and fight into this next fight. So what do we need to see here from Infected? I think that you need to pull out a Reinhardt here, honestly. I think taking the monkey out of the equation might be the way to go, especially when you're not running the Ana with it, but you can see what you get out of it. Dragon Blade coming out from Alex, getting nothing. There's the bomb coming online, gets nothing. Bun goes down without popping the EMP. So you've got EMP Dragon Blade for next fight. Both support ultimates coming up once again, but now Faded available with this supercharger. That should win them this next fight. Definitely liking what I'm seeing. I mean, they've made a stand here so far, a minute 45 off the original time that they had to address point B, and no closer to getting any percentage captured here. I mean, EMP Blade could be the way to go as long as you catch abs with it. If you don't catch abs with it, you're obviously going to be looking at an Immortality Field. You got to deal with that. So that's what I'm really looking at. There is the aforementioned combo coming through. Zero gets 2 with the blade, looking for more. There is 2 points captured on the point. Faded, letting loose with that supercharger. It's out. Oh my goodness, there it goes down right there. Gravitic Flux out. No, garbage there. Oh my word. And now Clear is absolutely starting to lay waste on this point. One person left on the point. That should be all points taken. Just a second, less than 3 minutes on the clock. And they've got both points here of Anubis, and I think Joker has just rejoined us. Say yay if you're here.
I might be here. I spoke too soon. I almost was back. Then my internet decided to disconnect yet again. I really don't know what's going on with my internet recently. This is really hard to do casting when your internet keeps going out at random times, Billy.
It does, but you know, we'll struggle through this and do the best we can, and we'll see what you can do out of this. So as we are looking inside game, I'm actually in game, Joker. I will throw you out an invite here in just a second.
Okay.
And I will get you in here as best I can. There you go. That should get you in the game here. And get you looking
in fact, in the game.
Alrighty. So what are we looking at now? We're looking at BearClaw Gaming having just taken both points. 2:59 on the clock. On the back of an EMP Dragon Blade combo. Frosted threw out a Gravitic Flux, but Graham with the sound barrier actually negating that. And then Graham just went full assassination Lucio mode and took him out of the map. And then everything else just fell like dominoes after that. They took Faded down on the Orisa, completely negated the value of the supercharger. Now, you know, we're looking at the defense here. Zero and Bun playing the Sombra and the Tracer on their defense.
Yeah, this is gonna be really difficult for the side of Hot Streak here. It's gonna be it's a big time bank going into Anubis is a very hard thing to really counter out, but Frosted taking down Infected is massive. The main tank is gone for the side of BearClaw, and the point control already starting to go tick up in favor, but a big anti-nade coming in from Make Me, gonna take out the other main tank in this battle. But oh my goodness, they've already gotten they've got one tick in this fight, but it should be now going into the favor of BearClaw as the respawns come back, as they're gonna hold on to this point for the time being.
Well, for the time being, Zero and Make Me actually making them pay for that, and we'll see Infected get back nice and quick with that Wrecking Ball. So Bud, once again, manual hacks coming through big. That's really the story of what we've seen here, not only on Rialto, but now here on Temple of Anubis. How can you deal with the Sombra now? So looking for the manual hack once again, coming out of stealth. See what they get.
A nice little stun up onto Infected, who was waiting for them to come through that room. The Amp Matrix is out. Interesting decision, but Micro takes down Zira early on. That's going to be so much harassment gone. Their self-destruct coming out, not going to take anyone with them. However, as they do get under and away from that sight line. It should be the side of Hot Streak being able to come back and win this out. The rally is there from Graham, trying to top people up as Zero's back, takes down Faded on their own as well, and the EMP's invested coming in, but still it's looking good for Hot Streak. They keep getting these picks in their favor, but they're not pushing this objective. They've got this respawn advantage. Just as I say that, they're going back onto the point. The Pulse Bomb's out from Zero, trying to do something. Self-destruct out from Frosted, keeping people all keeping the point in their favor as Hot Streak finally get this point in their favor.
Good lord, that was a sloppy fight. But now they're pushing fast with the speed advantage. Micro has, yeah, they have both the support ultimates. That's exactly what they needed. Through the Amp Matrix.
Alex with a double dead eye. That's gonna get it in their favor immediately, finishing up with another kill as well. There's no one gonna be able to touch. The massive time banks coming out for both of these squads.
Wow. Absolutely snowballed like a bat out of hell. They just cleaned up point B there. And now minute 19 will separate the two teams here. And I mean, that was a lightning fast out of Hot Streak. Minute 19 difference. And I mean, we are looking now at, you know, how much can BearClaw Gaming get done in 2 minutes? They're going to have time to get ultimates up here. It just depends on how they path onto the point. I think Infected's honor might be taken back a little bit, getting rhined out there by Faded. Faded bringing the German Crusader there. Also, Alex and Bedtime Story. You know, Torbjorn, really underrated, especially in these close quarters. That letting loose of that molten core absolutely sealed off the point from any kind of retake ability from BearClaw Gaming, Joshua. So, you know, we're looking at perhaps a funky little strat here coming out from BearClaw Gaming. Wink, wink.
Yeah. If it works, it'll work well. And looking like they're going to be opting for it.
I don't hate it.
I don't either. It works well on King's Row, so why shouldn't it work well here?
They're running the Celtic Pride as well with the Sigma and the oh my god, the Sigma and the Reinhardt. So much damage coming in.
It's Infected charging off from the high road, taking this high ground immediately away from the side of Hot Streak because of it. And they do take down Bedtime Story, Infected with a massive charge. They've got this point control for the time being, as well with this Bastion just raining damage from on high, but Abs trying to turn it back, taking out Zera, but they've got this point unlocked with the Symmetra turrets here, Billy. It's going to be really difficult for them to re-engage onto this point. They need to take him out, and they need to then take him out quickly. The Amp Matrix is out. Infected is super low. He might be going down. He does. Faded takes him out. It still gets traded out. Micro takes it back. His Bun is going to get supercharged up as gets another pick with that turret. And this should be enough for them to win this out. They've got all the point advantage for the time being as Zero on the Doomfist gets 2 to cap it up. And they're going to be able to stagger out Abs here. Or they're just going to leave them. Oh my
goodness. Yeah, just leave them. Yep, take them out now and then just speed forward with Graham. Sound barrier is going to be available to them. They're going to have the photon barrier as well. So, I mean, they can absolutely cordon off this point.
And then Shatter coming out, gonna get Alex with it, and Faded's down as well thanks to Make Me. The Gravitic Flux is there from Clear as well. This should be all they need. They just need to take out Abs immediately before they can really stagger anything out. The Junkrat is there too, but it's gonna be swiftly taken down by Infected, and the respawns are trying to come back, but Faded's Shatter gets blocked by the Sigma shield. Alex tries to turn it back, but it's not going to be enough. The respawn's trying to come back. The self-destruct on point, not going to get anything. Coming as Infected takes down Micro. It's just the Tracer and the Baptiste left for the side of BearClaw to take down as Zera trying to do some damage with the Doomfist on the point. As they've done it, it looks like they've done it, Billy. They've still got these respawns to deal with. The sound barrier coming out. They're trying to hold on for it. They've got it to overtime, but it's still not enough for BearClaw Gaming. They've got it all at both points.
Good Lord. They threw absolutely everything into that fight, and they got full value out of it. 2 minutes on the clock. It took them the entire time, but they do get 4 points here. So is it going to be draw Nubis, or is it going to be a win and a 3-0 sweep for BearClaw Gaming? It all depends on what we see coming out of the defense here from Infected and company. And their first point defense was pretty solid, but they got snowballed way too quickly. And they just did not account for the ultimates that came out from the snowball from Hot Streak in their original defense phase. So now we really need to get, you know, what can they do to defend against this? Oh my goodness, they're going to bring out the Ice Cold comp with the May and the Cassidy.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see how the side of Hot Streak take this attack here, Billy. They've got more time. I mean, still, it doesn't, especially on 2CP, more time doesn't always matter.
It doesn't matter. And I mean, especially if it's a fast take, that might actually work into the favor of BearClaw Gaming because they won't have the ultimate push to be able to get on top of them and just let loose with Q button all at the same time. So it really depends on how much defense do they give up here, you know, and how much ultimate charge do they really give up into this fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be big on someone. It's gotta be Alex or Bun to take the initiative with Cassidy here, getting that first pick, or Infected and Faded getting these first this damage with that hammer immediately onto the opposing side. It's looking like Faded's gonna be trying to start that off immediately, but Infected going for the charge almost takes out Frosted, but it's still gonna be traded out. Bun with 2K yet again. The hit scan prowess of Bun has been impressive so far this all series long, and they're gonna have to hold out there for the time being. It seems. Well, they're gonna still try to push on to this point here, Billy.
Yeah, and I mean, they have not dealt with the turret yet either. I mean, Bedtime Story is getting so much work done with the turret, pulling resources out of Graham, especially having to amp the heals. This might be the point right here.
Alex using the Deadeye is gonna go down in right when they let the trigger go. As a massive shatter comes out from Infected, and the follow-up is there for the rest of BearClaw as they're gonna be able to hold this out, and it's already a minute and 26 off the board here, Billy.
Oh my word, and they've got Blizzard and Sound Barrier for the next fight. They're gonna hold that Sound Barrier for Frosted's Gravitic Flux. The real story right now, Bedtime Story and apps. Do you pour that through? Oh my goodness, early Blizzard committed by Zero, trying to trap people out early.
They take down Frosted, and it works well. But Zero and Graham are down thanks to that shatter from Faded, but they're going to be held and stayed alive thanks to Graham's sound barrier there. Alex does take down Infected. That is huge. That's got a lot of damage coming out, but it's still, Faded is traded out immediately, but it's still looking good for the side of Hot Streak. They've got their picks in their favor. They've got the T-Max Diva. They're going to be able to take this point control here with the respawns trying to come back maybe for the side of BearClaw.
I mean, right now they're just staggering clear, finally getting pushed out. Oh my gosh, they invest the Amp Matrix. Oh, no, I don't know about that one, Chief.
I don't know about it either, unless they're going to be swapping to something else on this the second point. That's a huge ultimate to use for when Hot Streak's trying to push into the point.
Oh my goodness, and now, you know, they have nothing to defend against this point. They can speed on. They got the multi-core almost already. They're going to have the Gravitic Flux going up.
Oh, the Flux misses, though, Billy. That's huge if you're the side of BearClaw Gaming. The shatter coming out from Infected drops down 2, but they still need to get the follow-up coming out here for the rest of BearClaw. It's even. The trades going now in the favor of the side of for the side of Hot Streak as Frosted gets 4 in this fight, and they're gonna be able to do it. We're going to more rounds of Temple.
Boy, this is gonna come down to who can lightning quick this. I think using that Amp Matrix for Make Me, I said I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief, because that one was yeah, that was question mark, sketch, question mark. And you could have used that to deny all the damage coming in. You could have amped the healing going through it as well. Oh, man, probably want that one back. But we'll see now what can be done here, as we will see BearClaw Gaming come out on the attack once again, 40 seconds down. But they were a minute and 39 seconds down going into this round. And, I mean, they still got their full 4 points. So it's all going to depend on how quickly can they get this done. We see Bedtime Story flashing us this Ash once again. So looking for the TNT damage to really be getting their ult charge up and really pull the resources out of BearClaw Gaming. Graham and Make Me are going to have to really be on their guard when they're coming into this small room, because you're going to think that they want to go against this small room on the left and come up and just take the fight to the members of Hot Streak. But Hot Streak ready to go. They've got their own May and Cassidy out.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for the side of BearClaw to get this. They've got only about one fight, really, unless they get this and die really quickly before things go south for them. They've got them Maywell out, got to the point, but ooh, that's huge. Infected did not get separated from the rest of the squad. Now they're going to be able to push on to the rest of Hot Streak here. They need someone to get, and that's going to be huge. Fade is separated from the team, but no, they do stay alive for long enough to get that healing back, and it's gonna be going inside of Hot Streak. They've got 2 picks in their fight. The pin for the top ropes from Faded, and the Shatter coming out as well. Faded just gonna be swinging that hammer as fast as he can, and looks like they've done it. They've got the hold that they need. Now, Billy, they've gotta get this 30% capture percentage.
I mean, it looks like Infected will be able to get there in touch.
Oh, no!
No!
Oh,
Wow.
my God. Oh, my God.
The wall and the Bob denying Infected the touch. Abs in the chat. Yeah, Alex with the wall of the century there.
Yeah,
Oh.
they should have been able to touch, but like you said, that was just incredible CC and an incredible wall placement coming in from the side of Hot Streak there.
Wow. Now it's all up to Hot Streak here. I mean, 33% takes them and starts to reverse sweep here. I mean, this is not guaranteed, but they have a little bit more time. They have a little more time to build up to ultimates. A minute 40, that is doable as far as ultimates generation. It just depends on which one is going to get up first. Bedtime Story, got that up in a minute.
Yeah.
So you're going to think that the Bob might be the way to go here. However, not the same sight lines on attack as it is on defense.
Definitely not, and especially with that good 40 seconds more, that's at least another fight, and that could be huge going into this. Not having the opportunity to go back to spawn maybe is huge for the side of Hot Streak. They're going to be able to at least get one fight. If something doesn't work out, they might be able to full sail change it, but don't expect it from them, because I mean, you want to build up to your ultimates here.
Yeah, Clear doing the right thing there, taking all that spam damage away, but my goodness, the damage still coming through with the TNT from Bedtime Story, landing it massively. And now Alex on the Tracer. Oh no!
Oh
Can somebody touch?
To someone they don't know. Oh, okay, they do know. It didn't look like they knew for the time being, but they do get back and they win this fight out. They still got a minute left, and they can. That's the good thing about having this bigger time bank in overtime right now.
Well, and I mean, Bedtime Story halfway to Bob right now, so there we go. Faded. Looks like they just took a little spin through. Where did the sneaky little wrecking ball go? He is behind them. Oh, goodness. Bedtime Story down once again. I don't think the res is online for Micro, so they're going to have to wait for that player to get back. Big roll through for Faded, though. 30% to the mines.
Yeah, that was almost the fight win there. Infected and Bun just staying alive, being able to stay on that high ground. As it's still going in. They're going to be pushing this as quickly as they possibly can, but Alex takes down Makeby. No one's on point. They do get back in time. It's just Faded on the point there, as this could be interesting. Zira is going to be taking down Abs. The Blizzard is out, as it's still anyone's game, but Alex with 3 in this fight. They need another pick. They're going to get it. They're going to take down Bun. This could be enough for them to win this out. It's just the May and the Lucio left on point. Bedtime Story with 2 as again. They've done it, Billy. They staved off the match point for one more map, it seems, as they're going to a map number 4.
That was interesting. 5-4 winners there, coming out of Hot Streak and Company, and it's on the back of 2 fantastic point B pushes. The point A defense for BearClaw Gaming, absolutely fantastic. The point B, not so much. And here is the play of the game here. Absolutely massive out of Faded, just laying loose with the rocket hammer and everything. And Bedtime Story, once again, almost 23,000 damage there in the game. So, wow. I mean, it's now 1-2, Hot Streak. We will see BCG get to ban, or we'll see Hot Streak get to ban a map now, and it will be BearClaw Gaming's choice as to where we're going to go, and then Hot Streak will choose which side they're going to be on. And if let's see, we're going to go into map number 4 now, so it should be Escort.
Hybrid.
Hybrid?
Mm-hmm. Hybrid. Well,
okay.
It's going to be interesting. So whoever map they ban here is going to be the map they have to pick. Because map 5 would be going to Ilios, I
Yes.
believe. So whatever map is banned here, we're gonna be seeing. What would you think Hot Streak bans?
Well, they've already banned out Blizzard World, so
Yeah.
that's already one hybrid off the. So I mean, it's your choice. Do you want Kings Row or do you want Eichenwalde? That's going to be your choice. If I am Hot Streak, I think that you want to take the Rhine v Rhine, especially with Infected, with how comfortable and confident they are on the Reinhardt. I think you take the Kings Row, you ban out Eichenwalde, and you go to Kings Row, and try to see what you can get in the mirror Rhine matchups. That would be my guess if I had to put my dithers to it, but we'll see. We'll see if they can bring it to.
Yeah, we're just waiting for that ban, and then we'll give our analysis on, well, where we're going. And they're going to be banning Eichenwald. We're heading to Kings Row, Billy.
That's what I expected, and Infected now is going to be super happy because he's going to get to play Reinhardt here. I don't think that you run the Zarya here if you're clear. You could run the Sigma as an off tank. You could run Bulldozer here. So I mean, it just depends on what if they do indeed choose King's Road here. I think that should be where they go because that's the last map type that we haven't been to yet. So that should be where we're going. We'll make sure that I'll verify that with our producer. But we're gonna see where they bring into this, and we'll find out here in just a minute if we can if we can get the confirmation of Kings Row.
Yeah, we should be right. They banned Blizzard World after their first round, right? And then so it should be Kings Row, and yeah, we'll probably be seeing just there it is. There's the confirmation from BearClaw. They were going to Kings Row, and it'll be really interesting to see. Are we gonna just see that bog standard brawl that everyone loves to see on Kings Row, or are we gonna see some wacky compositions, different DPS, maybe a Pharah coming out for one of these teams, or an Echo?
I mean, Echo or Pharah could work here. I mean, you can run the Hanzo, you can run Soldier here as well. So I mean, it just depends on how you want to run this, and what is your strategy for getting onto the first point. If you run into what we used to call the McFlurry comp, now I call it the Ice Coal comp. We can look at them running the Tracer and the Echo to get around the wall. We'll see what they can have here. We just need to see which side Hot Streak are going to choose, if they're going to stay on the defense or if they're going to go on the attack and show BearClaw Gaming what they're going to have to meet up against.
Yeah, and I feel like Hot Streak is that really aggressive type of team, so they might opt for the attacking phase just to push it as quickly as they possibly can. But in all things considering, especially with it being another elimination map for Hot Streak, they probably are gonna decide to go with the defense to know what they have to do in order to win out this map.
Yeah, I mean, it worked for them last time, being on the defense first. So, I think, I would stay. I personally like going defense first. I want to know what benchmark I have to reach. Looks like Faded, they are going to choose the attack. So they want to take it to BearClaw Gaming. And Bullskunk would be very proud of this one because he always likes to see the team that has a choice take the attack. He and I always disagree on this one. I always think it's better to go attack or defense first, then come out of the attack. But this is his favorite way of doing it. He says he wants to take it to them and show them where they're going to have to go. So, we're looking now. BearClaw Gaming, Infected and company, they're going to have to come out on defense, and I'm ready to see, what Hot Streak do to elevate their chances of getting all 3 points here. I think if we see a first quick point take by Hot Streak, I think we'll see some wholesale changes come out from BearClaw. I think we'll look to more of a poke coming out from them at that point. We'll look at a Pharah, maybe an Echo, looking at a Hanzo as well, especially with the Dragons to be able to separate and cordon off the team and then be able to go in and assassinate the separated members. So we'll look at what they do going into this next map.
I'm also laughing at the chat. Oh my goodness. This is okay. any aspiring gamers out there, this is why you don't use chargeable chargeable headphones or earphones. Or if you're doing that, make sure to charge them before your match, because you don't want to be here sitting for a couple of minutes while you recharge them between maps. But I mean, it's good fun, and it's fun to see a personality from these people, which is always nice when they're making jokes and not being people aren't being toxic to each other. That's what we all need right now in life. Everyone to be a little bit kinder to each other. And I'm gonna go back to what you were talking about with Bullskunk liking to go with attacking and or defending first. I'm very much of the mindset that depending on how you're playing or how the opposing team plays is what I like to go with. If I'm feeling very confident in myself, I'd like to go with the attack. But if I'm feeling rather more like need to win, I'd go with the defensive side first.
I can agree with that. I can see the merits behind it. I just think that's funny, Alex. Looking at I just think that knowing what I need to what benchmark I need to reach. I think that it also steals me for how I need to produce coming out on my attack phase. And also can set, I think also really being able to set the standard and really stymieing a team and kind of slamming the door shut on them with a stalwart defense is just such a boom.
Oh yeah,
against another team. That's what I like to do. That's when I competed. That's what I liked, as being able to slam the door shut and just kind of go in at my leisure. But we'll see what BCG can do here against Hot Streak. Hot Streak is on a one map win streak now. They have started the reverse sweep. We'll see if they can continue on with that here. Just a reminder, if Hot Streak do win this, we will be going to Ilios for map number 5, and that will conclude our game night.
And then we'll have our little interview with the MVP of the match that you decide in chat. Make sure to vote for your MVP. Let's talk about our MVPs. We did talk about it for a little bit earlier, but I think it's still safe to say no one's really changed your mind. Is it still Bun and Abs here, Billy?
Yeah, I mean, it's still Bun and Abs. I think the Abs is still showing, great support play, still has that bloodthirsty streak. I think Micro may have outplayed Abs there on Anubis. I think that just might have been a better Lucio map. The sound barriers were huge. The amp speed when they needed it, the speed on top of BearClaw Gaming was absolutely massive. So I'm looking for that. But, Bun, really... we're looking at that, and I mean, top 3 right now in your MVP polls. No order here given. Bedtime Story, Infected, and Zira. Those are your top 3 MVP vote getters right now. Keep voting down in the about section below us here. Make sure you get your voice heard, and we will have a interview with the MVP, whoever you choose by the fans out there, at the end of this match. But as it stands, we're going to jolly old England, and it's going to be BearClaw Gaming on the defense, and looks like we're going to get a little bit of the old standard here. So nothing really surprising here. Bedtime Story seems to really favor this Ashe over the McCree, and I would love if they do end up being the MVP. I would love to understand why. Because there's so much more damage potential, I think, in the kit of McCree, and you don't have to aim down sights, because it takes a little bit of your attention away. It takes a little bit more concentration with the aim down sights, and it leaves you a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be really interesting if they do win, why they opt for Ashe over Cassidy. But we'll see. We're not even there yet. We're still on the way. Hot Streak need to get another map win, and they're going to try to take it immediately. But a nice wall coming out from Zira. gonna get people separated for the time being, but now they're gonna be able to get through those little that
no,
wall.
Infected.
Infected's gonna get caught by a better wall coming out from Alex. The wall master is at it yet again for the side of Hot Streak, and that's gonna be the opening they needed, as all the kills going in favor of Hot Streak now, as they're gonna be able to capture up this point very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's got to be a very hasty retreat there for the members of BearClaw Gaming, and I mean they're just going to have to make their stand here by the archway, which is not a bad place to hold. Still, almost 6 minutes on the clock. That is a massive time right now, and you see the swap down coming from Bun on to the Reaper. So, you know, we're going to be looking for a little bit of tank busting here. I think this double shield variant, the Celtic Pride, coming out of Hot Streak really took them for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're obviously gonna have to expect that Diva or Zarya coming out, but the Sigma just changes everything with that extra shield. The Ashe, Bob being used as well with the Immortality Field, but Infected lands a massive shatter, but it's not gonna matter. No, Clear eats the Blizzard. Oh my goodness, but it's going in favor of the side of Hot Streak. Just as I say that, picks going now in favor of BearClaw. It's really even at the moment, but it still looks good for Hot Streak. They've got this respawn in their favor as Infected goes down, as Clear is going to be demeched, and they're going to have to get killed quickly as they do touch the point, so they have to deal with that baby Diva.
I mean, for a second there, I thought they were going to turn the fight, but I mean, Infected just got hung up in the bookstore there. Couldn't get themselves out, and Bun really was a non-factor in that last fight. I don't know about this Reaper choice, especially with the TNT, especially with the CC ability of the Accretion Disc Frosted. That's going to have to be something they're going to be very, very worried about.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for them to get really any value, but they need to be very close to do something, as the sound barrier is going to be there to counter out the Gravitic Fluxes. Infected takes down Faded early on in this fight is massive. That's the main tank gone. The shot calling of Faded has gone for the side as BearClaw retake this point with pretty much very much ease.
Yeah. Oh no, Alex on the back cap. Hello.
Oh
back
no.
Cap, hello.
Oh
C9,
no.
Hello.
They found it out, but still, that's a lot more cart progress than you would have liked if you're a BearClaw Gaming.
Oh man, they had to get back in a hurry. That's a stagger kill. You know, that's going to just waste a little bit more time, and 66% towards Death Blossom. You've got things that can eat it though. You've got the kinetic grasp. You got double shield from the members of Hot Streak here. So I think that there's an order of operations here for BearClaw Gaming to get the most value out of a Death Blossom that's coming up. You throw out the self-destruct, pull out the Immortality Field of Abs, then you can go in there with that Death Blossom and see what you can get.
Yeah, and they're going to be taking this rotation around the building here. Bob's going to start it off. Infected from the high ropes. Not going to get a shatter connected, but a nice main wall is there. Going to be able to take out Micro, and Alex Clear yet again eating the Blizzard of Alex. This is huge. Clear wants this match to be over and done with. They want to win this out, but Abs trying to turn it back. They've got two in their favor as well, but it should be enough for them to win this out. They've got the advantage right now, but Abs is still there trying to take picks in their favor, but the stall is going to be there. But oh my goodness, I thought there was almost going to be a big a stall there with the people coming back from spawn almost back.
Well, into this next fight, I mean, Graham held on to that sound barrier nicely, so they'll be able to withstand the gravitic flux coming through. They've really marshaled their resources here and turned this into a pretty sizable hold. They've already taken 340 off the clock, so that is a massive amount of time dealt right now. You're looking for Frosted to get some kind of value out of this. I think you need to swap off this once you let that flux out and go.
Well, the Flux is out. Sound barrier to counter it out. This is going to be a massive self-destruct. It gets two from both Micro and Clear are down, as Bun as well going to get some value with that Death Blossom, as BearClaw Gaming are still holding so strong on this defense.
Well, they've got to deal with Bedtime Story a lot because they're going to get another Bob before the end of this map, and they've, you know, let loose with that sound barrier, so that's off the table. I think that you could have held the Death Blossom there from Bun, but, you know, choices were made, decisions were made, and now you're going to be at the war of two amp matrices. We'll see where they decide to deploy them.
Oh my goodness, infected with these strategies. I keep losing an inch or a second off my life every time he's trying to take those ridiculous pins. But Zura is down. It does get traded out immediately by Bun with the Reaper, and a massive shatter coming out from Infected. Should be the fight winner they needed yet again. The bomb is out there, but it's just not, doesn't really matter as they win out this fight yet again. It's down to 40 seconds, Billy.
Yep, and they've gone ahead and swapped off that Ash and now bring out Cole Cassidy with the Peacekeeper. So you're really trying to build up to a quick Deadeye. And now, you know, looking at ultimates, I mean, the rotation has definitely swung into the favor of BearClaw Gaming. Self-destruct's going to be available. Faded, if they can land something big with this Shatter, you might be able to get some assassinations in with this Doomfist.
When Zira is gonna get... Yeah, there's the assassination coming in onto the opposing Doomfist. There comes the self-destruct out as well. Bun getting so much damage done with those shotguns. This should be enough. They have held it on the second point of King's Row. It's out trying to touch it back, but not going to be enough to get that last pick. A game holding strong.
Well, that was Robotic Joker's Ransom coming through for you loud and clear. And I'm telling you what, you know, that was a impressive hold there coming out from the members of BearClaw Gaming, and we'll see. We'll see what they can do here. Joker, are you back with me?
No, I launched the games, but I still have the ping. No.
Yeah, my co-caster, unfortunately, he is getting eaten by the Matrix once again. So, you know, we're looking at this right now. 108.38 meters to take the 3-1 victory here in game number 5 of the Overwatch All-Stars Tier 3 Brawl and version 7. And I tell you what, Bedtime Story opting for not the Southern Belle this time. I'm going to bring out the Cassidy straight out the gate. So we're going to have the Ice Cold comp coming out from them. Looks like Infected, we might be running a little bit with the Electric Rock coming out here with the Winston. Well, no, we're getting shown the well, we might be getting this the Winston and the Sigma. So you're gonna have the dive ability. Nope, there goes the swap right there over back to the Ice Cold comp. Everybody coming out, just getting a little bit of trolling there, trying to pull some swings out there, but we'll see what they can do. Coming around Mandata's statue here, and I mean, big wall coming out. Immortality out early. That is not what you want to see if you are Hot Streak Gaming, because now you can just speed on and get into the back line and start pouring the damage through. Oh no, there goes Infected. Infected taking Faded out. This should be early point progress and taking from the members of BearClaw Gaming. Just got to secure the point now. This could be just as fast as what we saw coming out of the members of Hot Streak. We'll see what they can bring going into this. Clear is on duty there. Frosted coming up early. Ant Matrix coming out. Going to just pour the damage in, pour the damage through. And a big E from Clear once again. They have had many, many Frosties today, and this is no different right now. Point progress going once again. Kill still coming through for the members of BearClaw Gaming. They are just absolutely cleaning this up. And look at this, I mean, just all the aggression coming through. Infected getting absolutely bullied in the corner. Clear coming through and saving the main tank. All the healing coming back through once again. Make Me is almost halfway to another Amp Matrix. So that is the difference between these two teams right now. Is Make Me on this Baptiste right now is getting so much value. 66%. Just let loose with it in the last fight, and you're coming up on almost a 6-pack of ultimates to get around the corner here, not even having a chance to be able to stop at the bookstore here. The stand that's going to come through, it's going to have to come from Faded and the Shatter. Mind Games coming through. Oh! Zero getting killed out of their, oh my God, out of their blizzard. And that is just a cleanup of massive proportions. Clear getting a 3K through it. That should just about do it. There might be time for a recontest here coming out of Micro. That's about it. Clear needs to be ready to go with this defense matrix. Big self-destruct early from them. And now the Amic just coming through. This is all going to be about how can they hold on to it. That is it. They deny the touch. That was absolutely disgusting out of BearClaw Gaming. So fast, so decisive. They had the ultimate rotations ready to go through. And I tell you what, that was some serious work getting done by the members of BearClaw Gaming. And they were ready to go. Big shatter coming through. That is exactly what you want to see. Just everything going down takes them out of his own shatter. They just go ahead and just destroy everybody. And it is all done and dusted. All she wrote. And that was, yeah, Alex, the walls were strong, but not that time. I mean, that was a fantastic match. But you do see Hot Streak go down 1-3 to BearClaw Gaming. Infected and Company will be moving on in the winner's bracket. So now I'm going to pull up my Discord here and take a peek and look, because we will be having our interview coming up here very shortly. And we'll see who it is that we're going to be getting in here. It was Zira and Bedtime Story and I believe Infected were the three that were, yeah, Infected, Zira, and Bedtime Story were the three that we had to look at. And for the MVP candidates. So I'll find out here from my producer as soon as he lets me know. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to do an interview. We're having some technical difficulties on our side here, but we're going to go ahead and call an MVP. So, I mean, let me know, you guys out there in chat, what is your guys' thoughts on the match today? Did BearClaw Gaming show enough to you to really bring the level up? Or did Hot Streak just not play up to their potential? That was up to their potential. So we'll see what they can do and, fight on through. This has, been a fantastic showing of Tier 3 play. I think the metas were pretty darn good. I think that the meta showed itself quite a few times. I think the adaptability of both teams was pretty fantastic. But, I think BearClaw Gaming just had, focus fire down at certain times. I think their ultimate rotations across both the last map of King's Row, I think really Rialto really showed how they can roll with how they ran through it. They just got the ultimate rotation in better synchronicity than what we saw coming out of Hot Streak. I wanted an interview one of you guys too, but that's okay. Just one caster, it's kind of hard to do that with just one of us, but we'll see. Moving on. Okay, so we do have the results of the MVP vote, and it is going to be Infected. Infected is your MVP of the match, so congratulations to you, and we congratulate you on a job well done. I would have personally given it to Abs myself, but that's just my vote, and I'm just a caster. No, it was a fantastic match by Fit. In fact, I mean, he got 2 shatters in that last fight as well, so I mean, great job from all concerned. But Infected, your MVP of the match. You do see BearClaw Gaming taking the 3-1 victory over Hot Streak, and that's pretty much going to do it for us here today. But thank you guys so much for joining us here on Star Esports, and we will see you guys later on down the line. Don't forget to be looking on Twitter for all the updates for when more matches are coming on down the line. But for me, Chef Billy, and Joker's Ransom, this has been a fantastic night of Overwatch. We'll see you guys soon.
Place in time, counting down, waiting for you. There are no words.